becoming big-time rivals. This figures to be one of the great games on the NFL regular season docket this year. It's the Patriots going up against the Colts.
And we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium, which opened back in 2008 here in the Circle City of Indianapolis, Indiana. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Indianapolis Colts. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And a dump off to White. And that one results in 35 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Nelson, the man in motion left. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Shift together here from the D-line. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now they try the right side here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And now here's a carry heading left. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep for Moncrief. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shaw. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a handoff looking right, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Oh, design run for their wideout. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And down he'll go at the 25. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it here. This is James White. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They keep it on the ground. White again. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, Ryan. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Ryan on 1st down. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
In motion left moves Nelson. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. And the catch made by Hilton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. And now here's a carry heading left. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now they try the right side here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Locke. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Second down, Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. Throw complete right side to Cooks. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
As if he didn't have enough to think about on that route, the comeback route, coming back to the football and catching it, decided to make sure he toe-tapped and kept himself in bounds.
And that was spectacular, but on the comeback route, maybe a little easier to deal with the sideline since you've got better vision of it.
I think that's a great point because you should know exactly where you're going and know how much space you have and make sure you get your feet down. But, yeah, coming back to the football, I like it. Good vision.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll lead here to a third down. Again, Ryan. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now it's Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And they're going to go soft on the corners. To throw again. Ryan. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
On third down, Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nelson. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. Ryan keeps it on the sneak.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches. But when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Throwing on first down. Ryan. Flushed out right. Goes right side. Complete to Gronk. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right, that run after catch.
To throw on second down. Ryan. This is caught. Gronkowski. And a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And he's into the clear. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Luck. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on third down, Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Shift together here from the D-line. Cooks will come in motion right. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here's Ryan. It's caught. Nelson. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Throwing left side. He's got Gronk. Complete. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Right near the 39. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Ryan will throw again. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Here's Luck now on second down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Indy. And even 60 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The tight end changing his position. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Love. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Tennessee. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jordan Jordan Phillips busting through to get him for a loss of 6. New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. They go play action with Ryan. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a 1st down throw. Locke looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shaw. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a handoff looking right. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll fake it. Now Love. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go. Now a handoff as they run left side. And that gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a play fake, and it's Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Rivers able to drop him for a loss of 4.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Luck in the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Luck. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down following the run. They stay on the ground with White. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll be a New England first down and gain of 12.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Now a carry for White. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They are on to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Gronk, the tight end, in motion. Now White. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll run with White. And some space here. White's got a first down and more. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll run. This is White. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They come out here in the eye. They'll run for it. This is White. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's White, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. Chargers continue to pull away. They have opened that lead up even further. A win would be their second on the young season. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Patriots, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.